1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. We're in the promise-keeping business. That's why this administration will work with the Congress to end taxpayer funding of abortion and abortion providers. And we will devote those resources to health care services for women across America. And that's why next week, President Donald Trump will announce a Supreme Court nominee who will uphold the God-given liberties enshrined in our Constitution in the tradition of the late and great Justice Antonin Scalia.
And we are going to talk about the March for Life. We were rudely interrupted by a gremlin of some sort. We're back with the panel. Charles, a big crowd today.
That was a Russian-speaking gremlin. They will not stop. It was a big crowd, and look, I'm always impressed by the constitutional issue. Supreme Court acts unconstitutionally, arrogantly, wipes out all the abortion laws in the country willfully, and you get half a century of marches as the only way to respond, which is a lesson for all of us on these issues. Let the people decide, which is why you need to overturn Roe, so each state can decide by itself the way it was done before that willful act by the court and the half century of marches.
Matt.
I was down there today, and what I'm always struck with is by how many young people are there. And the other thing I noticed about that crowd is they're pretty pumped up about the new president and a Republican pro-life majority in the House and the Senate. And if you really think about it, it was presidentially and politically genius for Donald Trump to say he would pick from a list of Supreme Court potential nominees, and he's going to pick one next week, and that crowd is electric over the idea that they could have a strict constitutionalist back as that swing jurist.
Les.
Well, you know, the people in this crowd don't want abortion, okay? And I would not choose that for myself, but I don't want to make that choice for anyone else. And being the only one with a uterus on the panel, guys, if we overturn Roe v. Wade, that does not stop abortion. As a matter of fact, that sets us back to where women could die because they wouldn't have access to a medically safe abortion if they choose that. When you say give to the states, what are we going to do? We're going to have everybody flocking to states like California or the blue states to obtain an abortion? If you want to stop abortion, help prevent pregnancy, and places like Planned Parenthood and others have free birth control, education on how one can have sex and not get pregnant, because clearly people are having sex. So I'm all for a person's choice, but I feel that you can choose life, but you can choose also to have an abortion.
Jason.
I think the other big draw today was Kellyanne Conway, in addition to Mike Pence, the vice president, being the first vice president in the 40 years that this has been going on to attend. She was there, and I think she was a rebuke to those feminists who want to silence women who don't agree with them on abortion. I think it was a very big deal that she was there today.
Okay, because of our gremlins, we're going to go to winners and losers. First of all, the loser was the audio, whatever happened there. But okay, winner first, then loser. Jason.
My winner is, or winners, it's the finalists at the Australian Open Tennis Championships this week. The old-timers are in control. You have Roger Federer, age 35, in the finals, and then you have Venus Serena, age 36, playing her sister Serena, age 35. It's glad to see the veterans out there showing the young folks how to get it done.
All right, loser.
My loser is New York Senator Chuck Schumer, who continues to demonize Donald Trump's education secretary pick, Betsy DeVos, because she wants to give school choice to poor kids. He accused her today of saying that she is her choice would single-handedly decimate public education. I have a newsflash for Chuck Schumer. You go to an inner city and you look at the school options for kids, they're already decimated. DeVos wants to give a choice to these kids. He should get out of the way.
Winner then loser, Leslie.
I would say winner are the religious leaders, Christians, Jews, and Muslims today who spoke out against what's being called Trump's Muslim ban. And my loser would be Steve Bannon, because I don't want any guy telling me or anybody else in the media to shut up.
Okay. Winner and loser.
Wow, I'm going to be the polar opposite. The winner, the unborn child. Abortion rates are way down. This new generation of young people are more pro-life than the generation before them. And the science is winning. The sonogram is making a big impact on people.
Let me interrupt your winner. Do you think the coverage will reach, today and tomorrow, anywhere near the coverage that the women's march.
No, and it's obnoxious because this march happens every year. When they have these one-off marches like they had with this women's march, it's easier to get a bigger crowd. These people have been doing this for literally a generation, Brett, and it's a real testament to their witness.
Okay, your loser.
The loser, the network news. And the winner in that is Steve Bannon. I think the American people are so pleased to have a presidential press conference or a gaggle where the first person to get called on is not the latest iteration of Helen Thomas or NBC or CBS. It's nice the fact that they are opening it up to different news outlets, and I think there's some oxygen going into that briefing room, and I think it's a wonderful thing.
Charles, winner then loser.
Winner is Mike Pence. When Trump runs into trouble, as he did early in this week, see the rambling CIA speech, obsession with crowd size, etc. You look at Pence, who was wonderful at the march, and you see a man who's stable, reassuring, and presidential. He always wins by comparison. The loser, I hate to be apocalyptic, is the human race. We just had the worst news of the year. Scientists have announced the creation of a pig-human chimera, which when they injected human stem cells into a pig embryo and produced a creature that is part human, part pig. The reason is to produce.
Do we have a picture of this thing?
It's not. Hasn't. You don't grow it to the size where it actually can be born. They want to use it to grow organs, human organs, in pigs. But the implications of this are simply staggering. We shouldn't be doing anything near this, despite the fact that it holds out some promise for making spare parts. This, if you're not scared to buy this, you don't understand what's going on.
Okay, we'll end the week on that. Thanks. Thanks so much. All right. Panel, thank you. Thanks for inviting us into your home tonight. That's it for this special report.